Well, I really set myself up here. I kind of made a personal quest that I'm going to save this carburetor, and it's got the kiss of death. And that is when one of these little the idle mixture screw, this little needle breaks inside here. It's like throw it out. You can't get it out. It's like a taper ball joint even, you push it in and it is hard to get out. Now, one of the problems is that the hole on this side is only 1 millimeter. This is 1 millimeter. Can you see that? That is a 1 millimeter shaft I have there. And that's what we have to work with, trying to get this unseated. So let's take a look at the offender, and that's right here. I mean, you first look at it, you don't think too much about it on its own, but when you put a brand new one next to it, and you're going to see a difference. There's a little bit of design difference on the new ones, but it still has the taper like this. There is actually two different styles on Weber carburetors I know of, but anyway, this takes the long taper. Now, I just take them all out and just discard them because I don't know what the history is. And a lot of times these can be abused and ready to break. And I don't want to take that chance. So whenever I do a carburetor, I just toss those and put fresh ones in because I know those are in good shape and I know not to abuse them. So how do you abuse this? And that's when you put it in and you actually go and it's like you tighten it into the, and that is not what you want. This, you go in and it gently is at the seat and then you back it off. It is never fully closed operationally. It's always out. So it's never designed to be in there. So you just find the starting position carefully and then you back it out to where you want it to get the right mixture. Okay, that said, so I'll start running some videos and everything like that. See if I had any luck on this thing or not. It's kind of late at night, so excuse the video preparation because I'm just going to get this thing out and maybe I'll do some follow-on later on. Okay, so please like and subscribe, and I'm going to start playing the video through, and hopefully you get to the end. 1 millimeter hole. I'm going to go a little bit deeper. Okay, I'm at the bottom, just a little bit more. Okay. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. Okay, I'm going to cut off this support. I need a little extra support for this 1 millimeter shaft I'm going to put in. So I want to put it into steel, not into aluminum. Okay, so this is the back side, and I'm going to be installing this into an aluminum clamp. So hang on tight here. Okay, flipped it around so you can see the 1 millimeter hole that I have in there now. So that's where the a tool steel shaft is going to go in, and this is going to be mounted into an aluminum clamp. So I'm hoping everything's going to work out. I'm just going to try and put my effort into seeing if I can make this happen. Okay, McMaster to the rescue. I'm going to start off with this basic tool to work it through. I'm going to have to remachine it, and also I need to stabilize this thing better. It's probably going to be about out to here when I'm actually using it, so you can see how it's quite extended. It's going to be out to about what its design limits are, but as far as the design that I want it for, I need to see if this is going to be functional or if I have to do more rework to it. This application doesn't need those gripping ribs, so it's easier for me to lay it out. Just remove them. They're not going to be beneficial. So there we are. So I'm going to try and set up my center line now. Just finished milling this, so now I can insert this steel slug into the aluminum clamp. I'm going to add a few things to the basic clamp mechanism to try and make sure it's as accurate as possible, kind of eliminating slop issues. All right, the endeavor is to get rid of the sloppiness, get this a little more precise. And you can see right here, you see this bolt. It's kind of sloppy. So what I'm going to incorporate is a shouldered washer. So essentially I'm bushing this inside and also with the washer all in one. So this washer is not going to be needed. And so this will be much more precise going down, and hopefully that will tighten things up. So I've got my stock in here. I'm going to be boring a hole and then also machining that particular bushing with the incorporated washer. Okay, I drilled it up to about 25-30 thousandths before the final, and now I'm using this real small little boring bar to go in there and finalize it. I'm trying to just get everything as tight as I can without any binding, so that's why I'm going to this extent. Okay, I'm just going to check this, and it's a little tight, which I was kind of expecting. So since this boring bar is kind of a small one, I'm not going to change any of the settings. I'm just going to go back in and out because this is obviously flexing a little bit. So with that, I'm just going to be able to get a smidgen more. We'll see how it turns out. Well, it was a little more than one more go, so it's probably about 5 times. I went through it nice and slow. I ended up putting another 3 thousandths as far as the adjustment to get it to this point. And so the bolt went in, and it goes in nice. I then did another without any adjustment bore on it just to give it a little skosh more. Because I am going to be pressing this in. It's not really going to deflect it much, but I just want to make sure everything's right. I'm not going for, the gold. I'll take a silver. Just about to cut it off. I'll have an ample thickness on the top of this, so it should give good support. And everything seems to be machining out really well. So this is just one more little part for it. I need to do a couple more. Very thin bushing, but everything can add up. So that's what I have right here. And I didn't want to take any of the aluminum metal off of the actual clamp. So this is what I came up with. All right, gonna do a little creative filing. I'm hoping it gets into a good shape. Well, I hope it's shaping up. I just don't know yet. But you can see that's the tip I have on here. I have to do a little bit of filing on it, but it's pretty darn small. I can probably put it in my hands here. Okay, well that is what I'm going to use to push it out. Okay, this is first try. This is not as elaborate as I have in mind, but I've been going at this thing for 13 hours straight. I'm getting a little hungry, and if I fail, I'll come back. I know I can continue to try. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. It's kind of a tight fit, and I'm trying to make everything to the minimum so that we don't put too much stress on anything. So that said, hang on a second. Let me just reposition this thing. Okay, I love everyone to have a fantastic view and have camera angles and don't bump the camera stuff, but I really have to concentrate on trying to get this thing to work, so please bear with me. This is not going to be a terrific photo shoot of this thing. So I'm going to try and get this little bubble to balance up when I crank on this thing. Again, this is not set up the greatest at the moment, but it's like our first try. Let's see what it goes. And then if it doesn't go, then I'm going to get some dinner and then I'll try again. So I made the pin maybe a little short, but anyway, I'm trying. Let me see. I was hoping it was going to take just a little bit to break the thing loose. Boy, it's taking a lot of pressure. Yeah, I think I maximized the pin out. So that's as much as I can go on it. So I'll have to put in a longer pin. I'll see what the pin looks like right now. And I'm going to see if it moved, that's for sure. And see if putting the longer pin would make it work. Or I got to do some other bracing and clearancing and all sorts of stuff. So anyway, let's just hope everything is okay for me to proceed doing it again. So you can see what I have here on this pin. Pin is still intact, and I want to just check and see if anything internally has moved. So let me get a little piece of safety wire and see the feel if it's actually moved a little bit or not. Hang on. Don't know. I don't know if it moved. It's a smidgen. If it didn't move, it didn't move. So I tell you what, I'm trying, but I'm gonna feed myself and get back to this. But I'm not giving up. I'm not going to sleep until I try and get this resolved. But right now, no go. All right, we're going to try two with a long pin. Now this is really long, so I expect the pin to fail. But let's see what happens. Okay. This is just kind of a experiment here, and I might just load it and leave it also. I have Croil in there. So I'm not really seeing deflection. But again, this is only a millimeter, 1 millimeter, so I can't expect too much here. I can't go crazy force here. So maybe if I just like leave, whoa, whoa, did you see that? Well, I guess so. Well, hopefully the video's running, but God, I think it's success. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Or I broke the pin, or the pin popped in. Oh man. Maybe it was just eating food that did it. Maybe that was it. Maybe I needed more energy to squeeze harder. Okay, I have a little piece of wire here. This needs to go that way. Oh, got that backwards. Okay, let me see. Let's see if we can see something come out. Okay, that came out. Where? Where's, oh, is this it here? Oh, things went bang around here and oh. Well, I don't know where the little teeny piece. I guess that's it there. Well, look. Oh my gosh, this is just mind-blowing. Oh man, we got a carburetor. Oh yeah. Woo. Man, am I happy about that. Okay, well, it's getting late, so we're gonna just say like and subscribe, and we'll talk about it later.